Hi everybody, and hope you're all well. And what I wanted to do in this video was to make a video about finding your goddess. Now I've done a few more videos about the goddess on my YouTube channel. There's a generic one about the goddess, and there's a few about the Morrigan, and she's a Celtic Irish goddess. And there'll be some more videos coming as well about other goddesses. But I want to make this video about finding your goddess, because a lot of people on sort of a spiritual path, whether it be pagan or Wiccan or a different spiritual path, look for a goddess which is their goddess, maybe a matron goddess, a goddess that is their main deity that they work with. And sometimes that can be really strikingly obvious. Sometimes from day one or from very early on in your path you can be hit on the head quite literally, or you can be made aware of goddesses that are around you and that wish to work with you. And if you look at one of my videos on the Morrigan, you'll see my path into having a main deity that I connect with or connects with me. But it's not necessary. You don't have to have just one goddess, one deity that you spend your time with. To dedicate your path to the goddess as a whole, or to journey and explore different goddesses of the world, and in so doing really healing and working with different qualities and attributes within yourself, is equally as important. You know, they're all different pieces of the same pie. So find what suits you. You don't have to have one specific goddess that is the goddess of your path. It can be very much open to exploration throughout your whole entire life, and you may go through different phases of working with different deities and connecting with different cultures, different myths and different legends. And that is really wonderful, and you're not limiting yourself then, you're opening up to all possibilities. However, you may find, and a lot of us do find, that there's one, two, three, maybe more, five goddesses that will be the mainstay of our spiritual life. You have a few best friends, you have a lot of friends, but you have a few best friends, a few really close friends, maybe just one close friend that you trust with everything, which is really brilliant. What I find that goddess work is similar. There's usually a group of goddesses that, or one goddess that will be your best, your best friend, but your, let's say, matron or your patron or your, the god really, isn't it, with patron, but your deity. And that doesn't limit you to connecting with others, but it may dictate your path. You may find yourself following a Celtic path, you may find yourself following a Norse path, a Greek, Egyptian, etc., etc. And that can really affect how you work magically, how you meditate and do your research, and how you conduct yourself, really, depending on which deity and which culture you're working with. So how do you find, or how do you know when there's a specific goddess or deity that is for you at this time, whether it be a lifelong decision or just for a specific period of time? Well, we can do this two ways, really. We start from within or we start from without. And starting from within is dedicating some time each week, potentially, and if best, each day, to meditating, to opening a space to invite the goddesses into your life. So you probably know already so much more in your inner self, with your inner wisdom, than you are aware of knowing. And when you meditate and calm and allow this inner wisdom to come out, you'll find there's probably a lot going on there already. So through meditations you can discover goddesses that are around you at this time, or that their attributes are suitable for what you're going through at this time. So that's, I mean, whatever you do, bringing some meditation into it is a really, really good idea. But you may want to have a starting point with this, and you may not even know who these deities are when they come through to you. Just note down anything that you get in your meditation, ask questions in your meditation, and research this a little bit later. Or you may wish to start from the outside. You may wish to start with research. You may wish to start with looking at different maybe cultures that you're drawn to, different qualities. So maybe you find that you're a very creative person, or a very rational person, or a very intuitive person. You're maybe a passionate person, and look at the tales, look at the stories, and see and feel which stories and which deities seem to call to you, seem to feel like, oh, I'd get on with that one, I like this deity, this has this gut feeling that it feels right. And then you've maybe had that experience through researching and through looking at having a good old geek. Then bring it to the meditation, then choose this cultural, this deity that you're looking at, and meditate and find out if this is right for you, if this feels okay. You may also want to go through the land that you live in, the place you're in, the place of your birth, the place of your family ancestry, and look for deities of that area, that time and that place, and that might give you a hint as well. If you're a sort of person that say is a activist, or someone who is very out there and passionate about injustice, you may want to look at the goddesses that are more warrior in nature, or goddesses of justice and balance, these kinds of things. But be in no hurry to put a label on, this is my goddess and I'm going to just work with this goddess now, because it's really nice to go through a whole journey and to maybe even spend a few months with different deity energy, or a few weeks, and work with them and just see what gifts they can bring you and how you can develop a relationship and a connection with the deity. You can see behind me there's a mandala that I've done, which is the Wheel of the Year. So you may want to dedicate a year and a day's traditional Wiccan time to going through the seasons and the seasonal festivals, the sabbats, and research deities linked to that festival. So here we are now in England, and we're just between Beltane and Midsummer. So we just passed Beltane, so I might research goddesses associated with Beltane, moving towards the goddesses of the summer, of the water, of the ocean, for the midsummer solstice time. And then you go through each festival, researching the stories and the myths surrounding each of the 8 seasonal festivals, and you get a very whole and rounded view of the goddess that way. So that could be a way of deepening your journey with the goddess and finding maybe which attributes of the goddess suit you in your spiritual path. Now, there's a whole new other world that people do. The way they see the goddess differs greatly. You can have people that believe that each deity is a separate aspect of a bigger whole, or you may believe that one pantheon is the right pantheon for you, or you may have goddesses from all over who are very individual that come to work with you or to get to know you, and vice versa. And it's all right, there's no right or wrong here. The only thing that's important, is to be open and to be honest and sincere in your searching. I'm very much somebody who wants you to trust your own path and not limit yourself, restrict yourself by following what people tell you should be doing all the time, but at the same time have the rules in your head that you are going to be honest and sincere, and you will put the work in. And if you say you're going to do something or you make promises, to follow them through. It's just common sense and manners and respect and honour, because you are working with deity after all. So you can start in any of these ways. If this is just opening out into your path and to opening out to working with the goddess, take some time and have some fun with the research. There's so much. And even though I have one main goddess that I have as my matron, as my main girl. There's other goddesses that I work with too, and it took me quite a while to feel that was okay. I kind of felt like I was cheating for a while, but that's okay. That's absolutely okay how it works, because I'll tell you my story another time. But you know, different aspects of deity suit different times and journeys that you're going through in your life, and actually it can work really well together as a team when you work with a few different deities for different aspects and different phases and different journeys of your life. But you may find there'll be one overriding theme, one particular goddess that you feel very drawn to, and that could be just because you connect with them. It could be something to do with a past life, it could be to do with something just the path you're on this life and where you're going, and the help and support and the guidance that you need. So there is so much research to do if you want to, and it's a fascinating journey. Just start where your heart leads you, and if you feel confused and overwhelmed, start with the time of year that we're in now. Start with a journey that you're on at the moment, so maybe in your job, or married, or maybe you're going through pregnancy. You know, start with a journey that you're on, or a time of life that you're in, and there's always going to be tales and stories and guidance coming through from the myths and the legends, and the myths and the legends hold the hidden truths. So they're not just stories, they're passed on pearls of wisdom for us to uncover and to learn from the deepest truths. So I really hope you enjoy your journey working with the goddess and finding your own goddess. There is no hurry. You may find in a week a goddess comes to you banging on your door almost, and you may find that after 5 years you're still open and there's not one particular goddess that's taking sway, and both those paths are absolutely excellent as long as you're being true to yourself and acting with honour and dignity and joy. Then it's all brilliant. So I really hope you enjoy your journey. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or more about specific goddesses and deities and pantheons, do let me know, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.